I'll be honest with you, my friends. I don't even know how you are dating, because in the modern society, dating right now, it's so challenging because people are so out of tune with the principles of how to be a really high value woman, how to be a high value man, and what does it even mean to be a high value man and high value woman. Because if we don't have any relationship to creator and we don't understand the spiritual laws, we're just going to continue violating ourselves and violating significant other or people that we're going on dates, and we're really running around lost and confused. And that's what's happening right now in the dating scene and relationships and marriages. I see so many men who are exhausted and tired and upset that they're not happy with women, their relationships or marriages, and the dating scene. And the same thing is happening with women. Women are so overworked, so exhausted, and they're so unfulfilled in the marriages and relationship and the dating scene. And the truth is, in our modern society right now, everything is reversed. Men becoming more and more resigned and cynical and shifting more to the feminine energy, meaning they're so resigned, they're not even interested to conquer their challenges, to become the strong, confident man who can actually provide, lead, and protect a woman. And women, because they don't trust men, are career driven. They leave the babies in the daycare if they have already kids, and they are go-getters and trying to protect themselves and the children. And that's why nothing really works. How can a man feel fulfilled, appreciated, and happy in a relationship if his woman is constantly working and complains about him and relationship? And how can a woman be happy in a relationship if she's tired, exhausted, and works full-time? None of it is working. But the only solution to make a relationship really healthy, and most importantly for a relationship to work, we have to switch the roles, being the best version of themselves. And that means for women to become feminine again, and for men become masculine again. Because if a man is not gonna step up, you dear guys, in order to really see what is your true mission in life, and your true mission in life to become this confident man who is a provider, leader, and protector. And the only way you can become provider, leader, and protector and stop complaining that the court systems are bad and women are bad and that they're not appreciative and they're not loyal. Women will be loyal. Women will trust you. They will respect you if you're going to shift back to this masculine energy. But the same thing happens with women. Ladies, if you're not going to shift to femininity, men will not going to step up for you either. They're not going to provide, they're not going to protect, and they're not going to lead you if you're a go-getter and you depend only on yourself. Because depending on yourself, that means you're constantly controlling outcome, and you are running basically in the background. It's all fear driven. I can do it all myself. I can provide for myself, and whatever that you don't like, well, bye. I don't care. And so this is not a solution, my friends. But I'll tell you, a lot of coaches out there tell you how to become feminine and how to become masculine. I was 21 years, for 21 years, I was a counselor and a life coach and hypnotherapist. And I'll be honest with you, I was overworking, I was exhausted, and I was in my masculine energy myself. And then when I realized that's the problem, I started seeking the coaches. I went to one, second, third coach. There was no solutions. They were in the masculine energy themselves, those women. And then I finally realized the only way to shift back to feminine energy is to surrender to Creator. We gotta have a spiritual path. And that doesn't mean that if you're Muslim or Christian, you go to church or temple or mosque once a week. No, that's not a solution, my friends. You gotta have daily practices. Daily practices connecting to Creator, whether it's a prayer, whether it's meditation, or whether affirmation is the lightest form of meditation. But if we don't do that on a daily basis, if we're not studying spiritual knowledge, we're going to continue to degrade. And this is what's happening in the modern society. We are degrading as women, as mothers, as husbands, and as men. We are continuing to degrade. This confronting conversation because, let's be honest, most of the people who are in a relationship are surviving and unhappy. So here's the question. Why stay-at-home wife moms are so judged even by women? Yeah, the true reason why they're judging is because they envy. They envy and they're jealous that they cannot be in the same position. And if you envy someone and if you jealous someone, they actually take away the negative karma from me without knowing that. But if the person looks up to someone who has something that they want and they learn from them, they actually attract that to them. So for example, if you're single ladies right now and you're gonna be friends with a girlfriend who is in a healthy marriage and happy marriage, you will be getting that good energy and that positive karma into you. And it's going to be a matter of time that you're going to attract a good man. But obviously, if you do all other things well as well. But most of the time, women are jealous and envy. And that's why they don't welcome that. Anything that is different from their life, it's different. People confronted by it, and people are scared of changes. And it's easier to continue to putting someone down instead of to learn something from them, because they really, every emotionally healthy woman in the background wants to be a stay-at-home mom and wife, if she's emotionally healthy. If she's not, if she's neurotic, bipolar, narcissist, and etc., then to her it's a survival mechanism. She's chasing all of the material things, her car and independence and her home and her condo, and going into the nice luxury restaurants. But let's be honest, you can buy all of the brand shoes and purses and glasses and cars and even expensive homes. Does it at the end of the day fulfills you? Does it really make you happy? I make zero income, but I am the most fulfilled and happy I've ever been. And that's what we really need to confront, my friends. The happiness that marketing agencies that we constantly see, all the commercials and magazines and the movies and education system selling us a balloon. Yes, you gone to college. Are you happy? Yes, you got a career. Are you happy? Yes, you got your car and the home. Are you happy? No, you're not. Because the happiness is very simple. The happiness is in our relationship with our husband, with our wife, with our kids, with our friends, with our parents, and most importantly, in our relationship with Creator. When we have deep and meaningful relationship with Him, and not for the check mark, but real deep relationship with Him, we get everything we want. Yeah, hearts back to you, my friends. Everything. But we operate on a completely different realm because we are programmed not to even desire the right things, not to even desire the healthy and happy relationship. Because if you even watch the movies, 99% of them are programming. I'm a tough woman. I'm a Wonder Woman. I can do it all. I can even go to war and I can shoot people and I can chop them. No, these are all duties of men. Women don't go to war. Women don't kill. We're the nurturers. We are keeping our home in the energy of love and happiness. But this is not popular right now. What's popular is all of the dramas and all of the equality and feministic agenda to separate us, to divide us, separate us, and conquer us. Political agenda is to decrease our population, and the only way to decrease the population is to continue to divide us, so that men will hate women and women will hate men. And as long as we're hating men and men hates women, we will never be happy. We will be miserable because we're not designed to be alone and chase the material things. Heart back to you. We're designed to love, support, and care for each other instead of battling and competing with each other. But as long as women are in the workplace, that is exactly what we're doing. We're competing with men. And if we're competing with men, they could never protect us. They could never provide for us, because if you're making 100,000 K a year, he will wonder, why does he need to pay for your lunch and dinner? He will not treat you as a queen. But deep in our hearts, let's be honest, that's what we want. We want to be treated with love. We want to be appreciated. But men are willing to do that only when you're soft, when you're feminine, gentle, and kind. Because then he can relax with you, so he can go back to work and be a provider and protector and bring the bacon home. Asking, I fell into the trap, paying for everything, and when I had no money, he didn't support me now for 1.5 years. Yes, while you are dating, you're setting the tone for the rest of your relationship with this man. Even 5 and 10 years from now, because if you were dating and you were doing 50-50, 5 years later when you don't have a job, he will wonder, why do I need to pay now? And so that's why when you're dating a man, you look at his action. Is he paying for lunches? Is he paying for dinners? Is he paying for movies and concerts and your Starbucks coffees and lattes? And man during this period learns, okay, having a girlfriend is very expensive. And if he continues, he's learning that's what it takes to be a man with you. And some men, I would say probably 95% of modern men right now, are not okay with it, because they already been trained for the past 20, if not 30 years to do 50-50. And we taught them that. And if you're doing 50-50 with him for 2, 3, 5 years, later, when you lose a job or you had a baby and you choose to stay home, he's accustomed that you're doing 50-50. And so unless you learn to grow in your feminine energy and he starts to learn how to be a masculine man with you, it's going to be a disaster. And both of you will suffer. Because as long as women working a full-time job and on top of it having kids, they're really not present to husband or kids. They're in a survival mode. And I mean present, being in the moment, being grounded, being loving, being peaceful, being happy. None of it is possible if you're working full-time as a wife. But again, to get to that point, we need to really educate ourselves. What's the most important thing? The money, career, control, or start surrendering? Surrendering to Creator. And when we surrender to Creator, we learn that no, career, money, and independence, it's not the way to go. But of course, you gotta do it with the right person. Is this person next to you is even willing to step up to be a man? In my case, with my husband, I was a career-oriented. He was not. But then the moment I got pregnant, I start realizing there's no way I can continue to work full-time. Actually, I was working 25 hours a week, never full-time. But even 25 hours a week being a mom is not possible. So I start switching, shifting to the point where I was working only 4 hours a week. But in 2020, even that, I stopped. And hearts back to you. And that was the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Letting go, surrendering, and stop chasing. And stop chasing the career and this control. My husband shifted to masculine energy, and now he's 100% providing and protecting me and our son. And we flow. We flow in the happiness, fulfillment, and peace. But also in the background, I am became very spiritual. I do my spiritual practices on a daily basis. Without that, it's going to be very challenging because the society goes in a completely different direction. Yes, I have my third baby and I have to go to work. I know, Cairo, it's unfortunate because if you don't have a husband, or if you have a husband who is not willing to provide, and you have to be at work and have 3 kids, the amount of guilt we accumulate as mothers is enormous. And then kids grow up and we spend with them literally then what, 2-3 hours when we come from work. And when you come from work, you're still exhausted, you're still tired, but you have to spend time now with kids. You still have to cook, you still have to do laundry, you still have to change their diapers. And then you're doing two jobs. One, you're making money, and the second one, you're being a mom. So for moms who are right now either single or have husbands who are not providing, I highly recommend for you to join my YouTube channel, where on the spiritual playlist, I share how to do a prayer or meditation. Heart back to you. If you're going to surrender yourself to Creator, it's just going to be a matter of time that you're either going to find a husband or your husband going to start stepping up in order to provide for you. But if we're demanding from men to provide and protect, they will resist. When we soften up and become gentle, loving, compassionate, empathic, and caring, they naturally want to do it. And so we can't really make them wrong. We took away from them this power, this masculine power that they're born with to conquer challenges, to provide and protect us by going into workplace and competing with them. And we're not even at fault. The programming of the global leaders are really doing that because they're trying to divide us. But we're paying the price. And unless, heart back to you. And if we won't learn and if we won't grow, nothing will change. And so I invite you to join my YouTube channel. If you want, you can join my Feminine Circle for a small fee per month, where I share my knowledge on the monthly basis, where we meet for 2 hours, and you'll be in a community of women who are growing, expanding, and learning spiritual practice and becoming soft, gentle, kind, compassionate, so the relationship began to work with men. So if you're interested, join my community. Would love to have you there. Thank you for all your likes. I appreciate you for staying. Hijab question. I'm trying to be feminine and he won't get into masculine energy. See, trying doesn't work. We're not trying to be a woman. We're not trying to be pregnant. We're not trying to be mothers. We just do it. Trying lacks commitment. It's doing it. My friends, I get that it might be advanced conversation, but I get up every morning, 5:30 o'clock in the morning, and I do prayer, meditation for an hour, hour and a half on a daily basis. That is the true access to femininity. Everything else, you're doing the pretty hair, wearing the dresses and lipstick, it's not femininity. It's being beautiful. Yes, men like beautiful women. They look with their eyes and they have to appreciate what they're looking at. But that's not femininity. Femininity and the softness is connect to Creator. And the only way we can become truly feminine and soft, if we do our daily practices. Not once a week on Saturday or Sunday going to church or temple or mosque. No. We gotta do either prayer in your understanding, in your faith, or meditation in your understanding and faith on a daily basis. And the more you're gonna put the meditation and prayer, the sooner you're gonna be shedding these layers of masculine energy.